Well, hello everybody, Jason up, New Days Revolution Cave. Happy Sunday to you. Let's see, we did the toy show yesterday. That was amazing. I went to Lowe's today and we got the wall going, folks. The wall is going. I'm going to work on that all week. I don't know how much videos we're going to do all week, to be honest with you. Just stuff to deal with, mental stuff here in the house. So I'm probably gonna just work on the garage, do my thing, and then kind of unveil the kitchen setup when we come back in a few days. It's not gonna be long, but I just got stuff, you know. Anyway, I was supposed to do this video last night. I did not. By the time I was done with videos, it was like 11:30, and I was just gonna hang out with the kids and whatever. XOX. Let's talk about XOX, folks. For years, you're gonna hear screaming up there because Finley has a new style of gaming, and it's just screaming with his friends. So he'll be screaming. XOX has been around this channel for several years. I would say 3 years or so. And she has done some ridiculously amazing things for our LJN collections. She has given us the figures that were supposed to be made in 1990. She gave us the Barbarian, she gave us Bad News Brown, Brother Love, and the Bushwhackers, and Demolition Smash. And they blew our minds. And that was awesome. XOX has made figures that we never thought would be made, like Jerry Lawler, Kerry Von Erich, Abdullah the Butcher. They don't belong in the WWF LJN lineup, right? But we never knew that we always wanted them. Dusty Rhodes. The Samoans. She has made figures that probably should have been in the line if the line came out a year early. Bob Backlund, the Samoans, Iron Mike Sharp, Ivan Putski. XOX has made fun little, I would call them commemorative figures. She made us a new Ultimate Warrior. She made us a new Hulk Hogan, a shirtless Hulk Hogan, a shirtless Randy Savage in the same pose. Just kind of fun figures to have to add to the shelf. She made us the Tito Santana prototype from the backs of the LJN packages. That is insane. But one little project that she has done that I think has gone overlooked, and that is she took the action figure line, the wrestling figure line that was closest to LJN back in our day. So back then, LJN died and Hasbro picked up. Well, LJN and Hasbro are not the same. They're not even close. They're just not even, either you love the Hasbros or you don't. I don't. I've explained this before, they had no chance because they replaced the LJNs, right? It's like a stepdad, right? You replaced my dad. You got no chance. But then as I came to terms with things a little bit, the Galoobs came out. Now, when I say they were the closest to LJNs, I don't mean that very literally. They were hard and they didn't move. No articulation. So in that sense, I played with the Galoobs more than I did the Hasbros because they were so similar, in my mind, to LJNs. They were just shrunken down LJNs. But what did XOX do? Well, she took those Galoobs and she upsized them. And some people love it and some people don't. But I love it because she took my second favorite wrestling figure line as far as play goes, as far as childhood play, and she took those figures and she added them to my LJN world. So now I can have the Galoob upsized Ric Flair take on the LJN lineup, the Arn Anderson that I love, the Barry Windham that I absolutely love. We can bring Sid into the LJN Federation. We can now bring Doom in as she's created Doom. Brian Pillman is part of the Galoob upsize lineup. Well, she hasn't stopped there. She has made us a very interesting figure. If you go into the second series of Galoobs, there's only a few unique figures. There's Dustin Rhodes, there's the Freebirds, there's Big Josh, and then there's this fella. I think we have found your next challenger, Hulk Hogan's next challenger at LJN WrestleMania whatever. El Gigante, ladies and gentlemen, or El Gigante is now part of your LJN lineup. Folks, this is the biggest figure I have ever seen in my life. If you remember, Galoob's El Gigante is huge. It's huge. It should be huge. He was like 7'7". So now we have the biggest LJN ever. If you want to complete your Galoob upsized LJN customs from XOX, now is your chance to add El Gigante to the list. Or maybe for you WWF, Giant Gonzalez, folks. Giant Gonzalez. Now, a complete turd of a wrestler, a complete failure, a bomb, a bust of a wrestler. But here we have what now goes down in history as the biggest LJN figure of all time. El Gigante is LJN, and it is perfectly wonderful. If you need to complete the Galoob upsizes, now you must have El Gigante. Now that I've been thinking about it, I really love the Barry Windham. I kind of think we need the Steiner brothers. I would be pretty proud to add the Steiners to the LJN tag team lineup. But before that happens, we've got El Gigante. What do you do, folks? You go to Etsy, you type in XOX by Random Treasures, and you continue to complete your Galoob LJN customs by grabbing the latest LJN Galoob conglomeration, hodgepodge, collaboration, mix-up with El Gigante, Giant Gonzalez, Jorge Gonzalez, I believe is his real name, George Gonzalez, maybe he pronounced it. But there he is, the biggest figure in the history of life. XOX by Random Treasures on Etsy. Get your El Gigante figure. Get your Doom figures while you're at it. Grab the Sting, grab the Arn Anderson, grab the Ric Flair, the Barry Windham, the Sid, the Brian Pillman, and stand them right next to your Galoobs and have them just come in and beat the heck out of Andre and Stud at the same time with this giant. Thank you, XOX. El Gigante is LJN. Good night now.